Hey guys, do you remember our first video about the TICWRIS GTS? We have published it about 1 month ago. The same day we ordered this watch on Gearbest, and here it is. We are ready for unboxing and full review of the new watch. I just want to remind you that the main feature of TICWRIS GTS is body temperature monitor. Does it really measure the body temperature? Let's check it out. TICWRIS GTS comes in this box. There is the image of the watch on the front side and the main features on the side face. However, I didn't find any TICWRIS brand logo or model name on the box. It seems the watch is produced by some Chinese manufacturers, while TICWRIS company just sells it under its own name. In other words, TICWRIS doesn't produce this watch on its own. Inside the box, there is the watch itself, magnetic charging dock, screen protector, and user manual. By the way, I forgot to tell you the price of this watch. It is only $27. You should know it before we start the review. You know, I think that TICWRIS GTS is a clone of Amazfit GTS. These watches have not only has GTS in their names, but also very similar design. Unfortunately, I don't have Amazfit GTS right now to compare with TICWRIS GTS side by side, but believe me, they are very similar. TICWRIS GTS has 1.3 TFT display. The resolution is 240 by 240 pixels. You can see the display even outside in direct sunlight. To the right of the screen, there is one physical button. You can use it to wake up the watch or go back to the main screen. On the back, there are magnetic charging contacts, heart rate sensor, and 2 large metal contacts. Most likely, they are designed for measure body temperature. The strap is silicone and it is removable. The strap width is 20 mm, just like Amazfit GTS. You can use the strap from Amazfit watch with TICWRIS GTS because they have the same width. The dimensions of the watch are 40 by 34 by 9 mm. The weight is 34 grams. Although TICWRIS GTS is a budget watch, it looks very good. It is very similar to Amazfit GTS and even Apple Watch, but costs much cheaper. Okay, it's time to turn on the watch and talk about functions. This is the main watch face. In general, there are 4 watch faces. You cannot download more from the app on smartphone. Swipe down from the main screen to quick settings menu. There are 2 icons, battery level and connection with smartphone, as well as settings button, do not disturb mode and screen brightness. Swipe to the right to see the steps, distance and calories, and swipe down to test heart rate, sleep monitor and QR code to download the app on smartphone. Swipe on the left from the main screen to use the other functions, such as sport modes. There are 7 sport modes on this watch. You can go to health to measure the heart rate, blood pressure and blood oxygen. The other functions are message, alarm, music, QR code, timer, stopwatch, temperature and settings. In the settings menu you can change the screen brightness. Another QR code to download the app, remote, camera control, find found, reset and above. That's all. As I already said, the main feature of TICWRIS GTS is body temperature monitor. I want to test this function as well as heart rate, blood pressure and blood oxygen. As you can see, the watch shows that my body temperature is 33.3 degrees Celsius. I have checked several times and every time the watch shows the same result. I don't know why it is 33.3, because I have the normal body temperature of 36.6 degrees. Also, I have tested heart rate, blood pressure and blood oxygen. The results look real. However, I don't have a medical equipment to compare the measurements with this watch. I don't know if the watch is accurate or not. You can also connect the watch to smartphone, for example, to control the music or camera on mobile device using the watch. The app on smartphone is called Link to Sports. It is available on both Android and iOS devices. On the main screen of the app, you can see the steps, as well as body temperature and blood pressure. Let's go to body temperature. Here you can see your temperature. There is a very useful feature to set the temperature alarm. First, you need to turn on high temperature alarm and then choose the maximum temperature, for example, 37. When your body temperature will be above 37, you will get the alarm on the watch. The other functions of the app are about the same as on other watches, such as heart rate, sports data, notification reminder, sedentary reminder, water reminder, and others. As for the battery life, TICWRIS GTS runs for 5 days with active use and 20 days in standby mode. I think it is good battery life for the watch with heart rate, blood pressure, and even blood temperature monitors. You know, I really like TICWRIS GTS. This is probably the best watch under $30. It has a very nice design like a Massive GTS or Apple Watch. The screen is good visible even in direct sunlight. Also, there are many useful functions such as body temperature, heart rate, blood pressure, blood oxygen, music control, notifications, etc. I'm very surprised by high temperature alarm. I think it is very useful function. In general, the watch is very interesting for its price, only $27. Thank you for watching this video. Hit the like button and subscribe to our channel Tech Brothers.